तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। तेजोऽसि तेजोमयि देहि वीर्यमसि वीर्यं मयि देहि बलमसि बलं मयि देहि ओजोऽसि ओजो मयि देहि मन्युरसि मन्युं मयि देहि सहोऽसि सहो मयि देहि। Ramakrishna Math, Halsuru, for a few hours of different kind of schooling for you. Here it's not physics, chemistry, maths or biology or other subjects, but how to become a better student and how to increase your dignity, value and concentration. Are you ready for that? Same plate. It's like Kaveri flowing, like Ganga flowing. Since the last 125 years, okay? 125 years ago, a monk by name Swami Vivekananda started an organization, not just a school or a college. And mind you, my dear friends, Yoga Vidya, it spread all over the world. And long before Vivekananda started, already some movement was there in Bangalore, in Mysore. But it became official in 1908 only, in Basavagudi. And before that, in this place, there was a small house. From here, it spread all over the state. And the Maharaja of Mysore met Swami Vivekananda, Jayacham Rajendra Vadiyar, and discussed with him about India's culture, Hinduism, meditation, service to the people. And he gave, the Devar and others gave 18 acres in Basavagudi. First a small area, then it was purchased. So also has got a very good history in which you are sitting, maybe just up to 1:30 or 2 o'clock. So keep your mind and heart in a straight line. That much is enough for students. You are not officers, you are not business people, that is taken care by your parents. But what is your duty, what is your dharma is to keep your head and heart in a straight line. It is called alignment. You might have heard the word. There are shops, wheel alignment. Car wheels are aligned properly. Otherwise they will be wobbling and there will be accident. Front wheel, back wheel should be aligned. There are people without hands, without legs, without eyes, physically, but they are a head and heart combination. One young lady climbed Mount Everest with one leg. Just one leg, other one is artificial leg. In Hyderabad, there is a young man who doesn't have right hand and left leg. But he climbed Mount Alpus, Mount Kilimanjaro, Mount Wisconsin. And I asked him, how did you do it with only one hand and one leg? He says, I have got 2 more powers, head power and the heart power. The will power and the feeling. He brought it together and added with one hand and one leg, he is there on top of the world. That is the power of the mind over matter. This harmonium box, just a ordinary box for those who don't know about it. But where is the music? Where is Sarigamapadanisa in the mind? And it is there in the fixed here in the harmony. But I should correlate. I should match with it. Otherwise, apaswaram will come. You will run away. You will throw stones at me. But all the music is here. So similarly, young boys and girls who are drifting away unconsciously because of so many distractions, so put your mind in concentration. 90% of our thought force is wasted. We are human beings, we are not animals. Though according to biology we now come from the animal state. But what is that in you and me special? That is the brain. Thinking power, analyzing power, reasoning power, discrimination. Animals don't have it. Dogs don't have it, buffaloes don't have it. Cows, etc., which are standing in the center of your college or a parking place, they will be standing all day. There may be traffic jam, but animals don't know. If you stand and block the road, police will come and ask you, Buddhi Dwarinige. See the word, Buddhi Dwarinige. Animal go no, police no, Buddhi Dwarinige. It will kick in. Because it doesn't know anything else. He will drag you out to the police station. Because we expect some buddhi from a human being. So one of the great yoga, power of yoga, for good or for bad, we have decided our backbone is yoga, spirituality. America and all, it is business. War power. But India has yoga power. So concentrate on this. One or two small stotras. If you repeat with me and learn, you may be knowing, you may not be knowing. But as a group, team, let us chant so that good vibrations will be there. Sri Ramakrishna in the center. Holy Mother Sharda Devi, the mother of the order. She had come to Bangalore in 1911 on her way to South India pilgrimage. She was the mother of the Ramakrishna order. She guided Vivekananda even without going to school, college. What you are seeing today is Ma Sharda Devi's blessings. She is Saraswati for us, goddess of knowledge. Swami Vivekananda used to go with a lot of files, government files, keep it in front of Mother Sharda, and next time is going. Vivekananda was word power, but he used to go like a child to Mother Sharda. Mother said, give me a few minutes time. She used to meditate, get that deep intuition. And sometimes she said, no, don't do it. Don't start this work. Vivekananda never touched the files. Sometimes she said, yes, go ahead. Vivekananda did not sleep till he completed it. Why? Mother has given permission. Mother Sharada. So for all the girls and young people, Mother Sharada's purity, her deep concern for the people. If you like to know more, go to Basavana Ashrama. There is a big rock backside of the temple. She meditated there for 3 days and 3 nights. But it's called Holy Mother's Rock. Physically she meditated. 1911. So Mother Sharda, then of course Swami Vivekananda. People know, people don't know. They might have seen a photo or some statue in corners. But you have come to their house. You'll be listening to their story, their examples, their values. Alright. So a small prayer for students, it will be good. Most of you are plus junior college, pre-university. It will help you in your life as you go forward next 5-10 years. Okay? Please repeat without any hesitation. And try to sit straight. Hope you are all young people. Anybody older people? Among young people? Whenever somebody asks your age, don't say 18 years old. Say 18 years young. 16 years young. Old has got 2 meanings. Right? So now please start. Be safe, be focused, keep your mind in this place. Your friends, family, cinema, mobiles can be taken care later. Now take care of yourself. Right? This is a prayer from the Rigveda. Tejosi tejo mai dehi. Mai dehi, common denominator. Oh Lord, bless me. Inspire me. Fill me with these values. First is Tejas. What is Tejas? Brilliance. When sun rises, darkness goes. I don't need floodlights. Second is Viryam, vitality. Brahmacharya. You are pouring the water to the dead tree. What is the use? There is no vitality. A living tree, I pour a little water, it will grow, it will grow, it will grow. So you all young boys and girls who should grow into great citizens. Vitality. Third, Balamasi balam mayi dehi. Oh Lord, it can be any God, any name, any form. Hindu, Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, doesn't matter. It is universal. Value prayer. Balam. What kind of balam you need? Physical strength. Mental strength. Pray for it. You are not begging God, you are just his daughter, his father, his mother. Tameo mata, tameo pita. Then ojo mayi dehi. Spiritual energy should increase. Third, manyurasi manyam mayi dehi. O Lord, bless me with mental courage. See the ideas about rishis. Mental courage. You may study well, but you should have the courage to go to the exam hall. You may learn bicycling. You should have the courage to go in world level competition. That is mental courage. People study, but courage will not be there. That's where they will die when they are exam failure. Then sahosi sahomayi dehi. Sahanam. Sahanam sarvadukha nivaranam. Fruit of patience is always sweet. Opposite is restlessness, impatience. Sahanam means forbearance. Some pain, physical pain, some problem. Bear it. Have some willpower. You need God's grace. So this 6-line prayer, Mayi Dehi common denominator, values are changing. Afterwards you add your value, no problem. Will you all repeat with me? Loudly, clearly, without any hesitation or doubt or jokes, right? We pray. Pray while you pray. Play while you play. Don't mix the here, there and get it in trouble. You will be disturbing your own mind. Let us see. Tejosi tejo mayi dehi. Tejosi tejo mayi dehi. Viryamasi viryam mayi dehi. Tejosi tejo mayi dehi. Viryamasi viryam mayi dehi. Balamasi balam mayi dehi. Ojosi ojo mayi dehi. Manyurasi manyam mayi dehi. Sahosi saho mayi dehi. Little louder if possible. Use your energy. Tejosi tejo mayi dehi. Viryamasi viryam mayi dehi. Balamasi balam mayi dehi. Ojosi ojo mayi dehi. Manyurasi manyam mayi dehi. Sahosi saho mayi dehi. Now selfless prayer. Prayer for the good of others, in which you are also included. Some of you may be knowing Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. See the word Sarve. Who composed this? Not some roadside pujari. Rigvedic prayer. Thousands of years ago it has come down to 21st century. This was earlier one also. First prayer, Tejas, is for your good, your values, your strength. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah is for others. Here about 100, 200 people are there. Each one thinking of others, you are getting back 200 times. 200 people are thinking of you. And multiplied by the people in your locality, college, friends, seniors, and everybody in the city of Bangalore. How much you are getting back? You will get back with compound interest. Today we don't pray for others, we suffer, we fight. No prayerful mind in the bus stands or rains, etc. So cultivate that. It's not just bye-bye. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. May all be happy every day. You're sitting in a bus, think of the people in the bus. You don't know anything. Maybe only one person, two persons you know. So prayer is communication. Okay? The mother understands when the child cries. So all of us are children. Mother Sharada will listen, Mother Saraswati will listen, Chamundeshwari Mata in Mysuru will listen to us. Please try Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. 5 lines. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. Sarve Santu Niramayah. Ma kaschid dukkha bhavet. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramayah. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschid dukkha bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, all of you want concentration? I'm not able to hear you. Only for one day or only for exam time? Mind days you want. Till you die. I keep telling students in Hyderabad who attend our classes. If you want always, till you die, on the last day when you die, concentrate and die. Not much willpower you should have. God should wait for you because you are concentrating on something higher. Yamadharmaraja should wait. So concentration is, in Kannada what is it called? Ekagrata. What is Eka? Agrata, pointed, focused. Eka Agrata, one pointed mind. Then what is your mind then? It has gone to fish market. Vivekananda compares our mind to a monkey. Sri Ramakrishna, as Guru said, mind is like a camel. Another great saint said, mind is like an elephant. And one great Paramahamsa said, I am sorry, no mind at all. Blank, dull. That monkey mind, elephant mind, camel mind or no mind should become human mind. Concentration. Okay? How do you concentrate? Example I tell and you try. Try now. Sri Krishna says in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. You heard of Bhagavad Gita? Yes or no? Yes. Very good. At least that much is good. There are 18 chapters in the Bhagavad Gita. 700 slokas. Very small book. In 1 year you can memorize. 6th chapter is called Yoga of Self-Discipline. Atma Sanyama Yoga. It is also called Dhyana Yoga. How to meditate. One beautiful lesson for students he gives. Who is giving? Sri Krishna. Who is the student? Arjuna. Arjuna has already concentration from his childhood. So many stories you can know it. See the eye of the bird, he hit the eye of the bird. Draupadi Swayamvaram, seeing the water, he is hitting the fish on the boat. But Arjuna has some problem, concentration problem. And my dear young friends, brothers and sisters, don't think Bhagavad Gita is only a character called Arjuna, Pandavaputra and son of Kunti, Mahabharata type. No. You are also Arjuna. That time Arjuna, Mahabharata. For you, your exam is on Mahabharata. So Krishna says, time is less, and for this one afterwards we will have time. I'll chant that sloka, you can try to repeat if you know. Yatha dipo divagasto, right? Yatha dipo divagasto, नेङ्गते सोपमा स्मृता नेङ्गते सोपमा स्मृता योगिनो यतचित्तस्य योगिनो यतचित्तस्य युञ्जतो योगमात्मनः. Simple meaning, just 2 lines. Yatha deepa, deepa means lamp, candle, oil lamp, whatever. Yatha deepo nivatasto, like a lamp in a windless place. How it will be? There is no breeze, there is no fan, but how will that lamp be burning? Lovely, everybody. Yatha deepo nivatas. How will the lamp be in a windless place? Come on. Will it be shaking? Will it be violent, flickering? How will it be? Steady, straight, burning bright, illuminating the room. Naikate. It doesn't flicker. Like that, see, Sri Krishna as a school teacher is saying, like a lamp in a windless place, O Arjuna, the yogi, the meditator, the student fixes his mind on the Atman. Yunjate, yuj dhatu, fixing. This stand is fixed because of this knob here. It is not loose. So it is not going up and down unless I do it. Okay? So life should be fixed, your mind should be fixed on what? In the Atman, in yourself. Like that example Sri Krishna gives. Once more. Yatha deepo nivatasto negate sopama smruta yogino yatachittasya Yunjato yogamatmanaha. This is secret of concentration. So just sit straight, close your eyes and visualize a lamp in a windless place. 30 seconds. Right? Take a pencil and a paper in your mind and draw. Like a lamp in a windless place which does not flicker. Now first do this work. 30 seconds. I will repeat 3 times. Like a lamp in a windless place which does not flicker. You make your own painting. Oil lamp, candle lamp. In a quiet place it is. You are also sitting in a quiet place. No pollution, no traffic. Cool breeze. Even if some problem comes, some memory comes, some friend, some joke comes, forget it. Just be like a lamb in a windless place. Be honest, be sincere. Another few seconds, just be patient and practice, practice, practice. You may struggle also, no problem, but do it. Like a lamp in a windless place which does not flicker, the yogi, the student, the meditator fixes his mind on the Atman. Atman here means yourself, inner self, in the heart. Now to practice this, we have a wonderful weapon called Omkara chanting. Akara, Okara, Okara, put together is Omkara. It will create good vibrations in your body, in the mind, in the atmosphere, in your life. Oh. all of you repeat with me 3 times. Use a little more energy, please. Once more, take a deep breath. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma vritangamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, repeat, O Lord, lead us from darkness to light, from the unreal to the real, from ignorance to knowledge, from death to immortality, from fear to fearlessness, from weakness to strength. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. Mentally offer your salutations, namaskaram, pranams to your Ishta Devata in any name or form.
Swami Bodhamayanji and Swami Mukhtar. I'll occupy the dais. Keep it up.
स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोश्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमः श्री यतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರುವಂತಹ ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಮುಕ್ತಿದಾನಂದಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರವರೇ, ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಬೋಧಮಯಾನಂದಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರವರೇ, ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಗಳೇ ಹಾಗೂ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನಿಯರು, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಇಂದು ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್. ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾನರ್ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ 2 ಎಂಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಠದ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಿಷನ್ನ ಎಂಬ್ಲಮ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 125 ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ದಟ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ಸ್ 120 ಫೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಿಷನ್ by Swami Vivekananda 125 years ago. So in order to commemorate this 125 birth the anniversary of this Ramakrishna mission, we are conducting this program. All over the country, in various parts of the country, we are celebrating this Ramakrishna mission's founding, because Atmano Mokshartam Jagaditaya Cha, the performing our sadhana for the spiritual emancipation and for the welfare of the world. With this motto, Swami Vivekananda started the Ramakrishna Mission. The branches all over the world and amounts to more than 250 centers. Here, our objective is to encourage the young friends to the noble ideas of Swami Vivekananda. What is it particularly with respect to education, what he wants us from the youngsters? According to Swami Vivekananda, education is the manifestation of perfection already in man. The perfection is already there, inherited in each one of us. We have to manifest it. Whenever the opportunity comes, we have to grab it and try to manifest that in our day-to-day life. Not only that, Swamiji is to tell, we want that education by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, the intellect is expanded, and by which one stands on his own feet. This is what Swami Vivekananda expects from each one of us. That is, first of all, we need to develop our character. Strength of mind is to be increased. Charitra Nirmana, Manassina Shaktiya Buddhi, the intellect is expanded, the Buddhi Shakti Vishala Matkodbeku, Hagu, one should stand on his own feet. Tanna ಕಾಲಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ತಾನು ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಇದು ನಾವು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಪಡೆದಂತಹ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಯಸುವಂತಹ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗುವಂತಹ ಪೂರಕ ಶಕ್ತಿ ನಮ್ಮೊಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ. ಈಚ್ ಸೋಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲಿ ಡಿವೈನ್. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಆಂತರ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ದೈವತ್ವವಿದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ goal is to manifest this divinity either by work or worship or psychic control or philosophy and be free. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ. That represents 4 yogas which Swami Vivekananda highlighted: Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Gnana Yoga and Raja Yoga. By means of one or combination of all these yogas, you attain that divinity and be free. This is what Swamiji expects us. Divinity of the soul is very specialization of Swami Vivekananda. I want to bring in a machinery by which the noble thoughts are brought to the doorsteps of the common man. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ವಿಶೇಷವಾದಂಥದ್ದು. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಆಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ದೈವತ್ವವಿದೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಉನ್ನತ ಸತ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮನೆಯ ಬಾಗಿಲುಗಳಿಗೆ ತಲುಪಿಸಬೇಕಂತ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದಲೇ ಈ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದರು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ದೇಶ ತಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ನಾವು ಹಲವಾರು ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕರೆಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಮುಕ್ತಿದಾನಂದಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರವರು, ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಠ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಿಷನ್ನಿನ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಆಶ್ರಮ ಮೈಸೂರಿನ ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರು. ಅವರ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಕಿರು ಪರಿಚಯವನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇಚ್ಛೆ. Revered Swami Muktidanand Ji Maharaj is the Adhyaksha of the Ramakrishna Ashram, Yadavgiri, Mysore, and trustee of the Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission. He joined the order at Sri Ramakrishna Ashram, Mysore. He served at Sri Ramakrishna Vidyashala, a premier residential education institution, itself for over 2 decades, and later the administrator for 16 years of the Ramakrishna Ashrama. It includes both Ashrama with its publication wing and Ramakrishna Institute of Moral and Education and Ramakrishna Vidyashala. He is presently the Adhyaksha of this ashrama. He has contributed articles to monthly journals of the Ramakrishna order like Prabuddha Bharata, Vedanta Kesari and Kannada magazine Viveka Prabha. He has a special grounding in education, Indian philosophy, yoga philosophy and Indian culture. Particularly, he has taken deep interest, he is a deep thinker, how our children can be given that noble thoughts and also how our temple can be morphed into the service centers. That's why he has started a group of institutions like Ramakrishna Seva Mandira. Through that, by the children themselves, they will do worship in the temple and also conduct Arati, etc. that a number of institutions are coming up in different parts of the Karnataka. He has been also conducting guided meditation classes for students and spiritual seekers for years. He delivered talks on personality development, stress management, work, culture, creativity, spirituality, science of worship and such other subjects for students and professionals in various forums and functions held in different parts of Karnataka and India. He was the head of our Bombay Center as well as Calcutta Advaita Ashrama and Mayavati Himalayas. We have got a center, there also he was head of that center. So we requested Swamiji to come and inaugurate this function, and he has kindly agreed in spite of his busy schedule. On behalf of the ashrama and behalf of all of you, I heartily welcome Swami, Revered Swami Muktidanand Maharaj for this program. Revered Swami Bodhamayanand Maharaj is the Adhyaksha of Ramakrishna Math, Hyderabad. Inspired by the teachings of the Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda during high school days, Swami Bodhamayanand joined the Ramakrishna order in Bangalore in 1984. Before, he was the student of Ramakrishna Balaka Sangha, Vivekananda Balaka Sangha in our Basavangudi Center, and he has spent his all formative years in that institute, Ramakrishna Math. He joined the Ramakrishna order in Bangalore in 1984 and was initiated into monastic vows in 1993. After initial training, he served the mission in Hyderabad, Visakhapatnam and in Ramakrishna Mission T. Nagar, Chennai between 1989 and 2010, and he was involved in various youth activities during that period. May 2010 till April 2022, he served as the director of Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence, a unit of Ramakrishna Math, Hyderabad. It is a unique and very dynamic institute to fulfill Swami Vivekananda's vision of character building and service focused on school children and the youth of the country. From April 2022 till June 22, he served as the secretary of Ramakrishna Mission Ashrama, Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, one of the oldest centers of the Ramakrishna Mission in Andhra Pradesh. From July 4, 2022, he is the Adhyaksha of Ramakrishna Math, Hyderabad. Center of Immense Potential, having School of Languages, Indian Institute of Human Excellence, 300 Telugu publications, Health Center, Rural Development Center, service and a beautiful temple for worship and meditation and spiritual activities. Revered Swami Bodhamayanand has so far conducted about 1,010 workshops, seminars and classes covering about 6 lakh students, teachers, managers and others on human excellence, self-management, leadership skills and Vedanta in schools, professional colleges and many corporate in almost every state in the country since 2 decades. What we call now management guru is one of our management gurus. He has also interacted with several scientists at Abdul Kalam Research Center and DRDO in Hyderabad, ISRO in Bangalore, advocates of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana High Courts in Hyderabad, several management associations, executives of public sector undertakings, chartered accountants, couple of IITs and IIMs in the country. At the Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence, Hyderabad, which is a premier institute for youth empowerment in Hyderabad, he had taken the initiative to encourage, recognize and appreciate the leadership qualities almost the youth, and has trained nearly 500 plus youth in the Swami Vivekananda way for character building and service to the country. It is his short biography. I heartily welcome Revered Swami Bodhamayanand Maharaj for this function. Here also we are conducting Swami Vivekananda Yuvaka Sangha and Balaka Sangha. Those who are interested, you can come on Sundays morning and you can have this 2.5 hours program will be there. You can also undergo this type of training. So all are invited. Those who are interested, afterwards you can contact our office. Now I request both the Swamijis to light the lamp to mark the inauguration of this program.
पादपद्मे तयो श्रुत्वा प्रणमामि पूर्ण नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानंद सूर्य सच्चित् सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापाय सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। श्री रामकृष्ण शरणम्। President of the Adhyaksha of the Ramakrishna Math, also Swami Bodhisattva Maharaj, Swami Bodhamayanandi Maharaj, Adhyaksha of the Hyderabad Math, our very senior Swamiji Bhavarupanandi Maharaj, brother monks, and my very dear students. See, you have come giving your very precious time to this abode of inspiration. I want every student, please, to be focused, to be attentive, and listen to something which you usually do not get an opportunity. In the schools and colleges, first period to 8th period, you are all busy studying physics, chemistry, mathematics, commerce, economics, geography, and so on, many other such subjects. Now, this month, Ramakrishna Math Surya has organized a workshop calling you all here as a very special invited young guests to participate in value education workshop. It is for youth, students and parents. What do you mean by values? This is a word being used very frequently nowadays. It simply means virtues. Values means virtue, sadguna sampannate. Excellence in behavior. This is the crying need of humanity, the desperate need of our country, and a great basic primary need at any home, any institution. I call your attention to a great statement made by one of the greatest scientists, Einstein. Dear students, please listen. Einstein says, science can denature plutonium. Science can denature plutonium. But not the wickedness of human heart. Our subjects, physics, chemistry, mathematics, can give us so many things, but it will not make a human being a good human being, a morally strong human being, a selfless human being, a well-behaved human being. You may score 99 in maths and computer science. Can you be a model youngster, a leader full of great virtues? We expect good behavior from others. Is it not? You do not want others to be jealous about you. We want others to be selfless and help us. We want everybody to be excellent in the human behavior. But somehow in our education system, there is no room for behavioral science. Tell me, from class 1, from kindergarten till your post-graduation, is there a subject called behavioral science? Nowadays, moral science, some subject is there. What they have to do in moral science, many do not know. They tell good stories of great men and some. And this moral science and behavioral science and being excellent is not that anything totally unknown. Is it not? Everybody knows that we should tell truth, we should not steal, we should not rob, we should not hurt others, we should help others, we should be patriotic, we should be self-disciplined. So many things. We should use our words carefully in conversation with others. That is why behavioral science means, as a good behavior generally we know. But all the problems in families, in institutions, in societies is only and mostly due to the behavioral problem, is it not? Do you agree with me? In spite of education, you take the newspaper today, and so many problems which you find out, the bad behavior, the robbery, all kinds of corruption, you can make a big huge list. Neighborhood is only because of behavior, is it not? Is it not? Some problem due to ill health will be there. Some problem due to calamity is there. But it is once in a while. But problems pervading the society, the family, the institution, it went through the history, all time, down the year, is due to the human behavioral problem. In a home, parents and children, and in-laws and daughter-in-laws, because worry. So selfishness. You have to be compassionate, but can be compassionate. You understand the meaning of the compassion, but to translate a compassion into your life by reorienting our mind and heart. See, behavioral science fails because it is not like 2 + 2 4. You read and write in the examination, you get happy. Now, if you have to practice one particular thing, I will always speak the truth. I will be helpful to others. Try to practice this truth. Once lie, tell falsehood about you, others, and create a mess. Do you appreciate it? We want everybody to be truthful. To practice, why it is difficult for human beings to practice simple virtues? We know in many of these, I was in Ramakrishna Vidyashala for about 23 years. Attention in the classroom, whether it should be A, B or C. It's very important critical assessment. All the teachers have to say whether the boy is good conduct. There is A, B, C. Whether the boy is service-minded, whether A, B, C. There is no somebody is actually selfish. He is self-centered. Give him C, give him D. Oh, this boy is excellent. Even in the dining hall, he is given his self-respect, and he comes forward always, even at his cost of his, society. This is a burning issue with which the humanity has faced all the time. Now we are understanding the march of science, ChatGPT, electronics, whether it has made the society like in the Manipur. Is it not due to the problem of human behavior? When are we going to solve the problem of human behavior? The human society is thousands of years old. Are we not able to? Religious leaders, so many social reformers, psychological experts, they're all trying to correct, guide, inspire people to be good and do good. Is it not? But in spite of that, Nai Bala Dokku. There are quarrels and fights and jealousies and so much of upheavals because of the behavioral problem. So it is time that we give importance to behavioral science. Excellence in human behavior as much as mathematics, computer science, economics, or even much more than the so-called external details of religion. The foundation of religion is ethics and morality. Krishna tells in the Bhagavad Gita, he gives a list of good behavior, excellent behavior, divine behavior. In chapter, perhaps it's 15, the Daivi Sampat, he says, 16th chapter, Daivi Sampat, Krishna tells Arjuna, these are the great qualities a human being should have. What is that? Abhayam, Sattva, Samshuddhi, Jnana Yoga, Vyavastiti, Dhanam, Damascha, Yajnascha, Swadhyaya, Tapa Arjavam, Ahimsa, Satyam, Akrodha, Tyaga Shantira Vaishunam, Daya Bhuteshu, Alolupvam, Madhravam, Rira Chapalam, Teja, Kshama, Dhrati, Shaucham, Adroho, Na Atimanita, Bhavanti Sampadam, Daivi, and Daivi. So many values, virtues, which an excellent human being who can be, which is equivalent to the divine or divine qualities, is enumerated. But why people are not able to follow? Christ has told in the Sermon on the Mount how a human being has to be. Because now we have to find out the genesis of wrong behavior. Can anybody, why we human beings err in our human behavior? What may be the reason? Anybody? Why are we not able to behave in a proper, excellent manner? Why we continuously err and create problems in the homes, families, political parties, in various forums, even in temples or churches? Human behavior is very important, but we are not able to achieve the goal. Why? Can anybody tell? One or two students can stand up and tell me one or two reasons why we fail in excellence in behavior. Find out. Pardon? Because of selfishness. Why selfishness gets implanted in us? How to root out selfishness? Why selfishness? Now we tell cognitive. You have to be unselfish. You have to be selfless from tomorrow. Just a command, a lesson. We will tell you a story how to be unselfish. And how selfish people get into later on at the end of their life some kind of a problem, and selfless people attain peace. If we tell you a story, then our students will follow, will be like 2 plus 2, 4, if we say. You do not make mistakes. A plus b the whole square. A squared plus 2ab plus b squared will be done. And again we will explain it and delineate it. Then out of 90 students, at least 70 students will be able to understand the problem, that algebra a plus b the whole square. Now tell the truth, be unselfish, don't be jealous, don't be greedy. Use your cell phone discriminately. Don't go to all kinds of negative programs which will make your mind a slave of them. These are all good things, no? If you tell, like a plus b the whole square, will you be able to follow it immediately? Will you be? Yes or no? Please tell me. Just by, now today we give a lecture from here. You have come for the valuation. Maharaj has already told, your heart and mind should be in a straight line. Will you be able to do that? Will you not try? But you have to try to struggle to do that. There is no will. See, behavioral science is very important. If we excel in behavioral science like computer science, how you learn the operation of the cell phone, is it not? Can you give such command to your mind as you give it to your cell phone to behave in a proper manner? Can you? See, think about it. Thinking is very important. Just how nice is it now? Now, behavioral science, these lectures and talks and all fail unless they bring about a little of transformation in you. When you go out of the portals of the ashrama, you should feel this, if value education workshop is to be somewhat successful. Like 10%, 25% successful. 10 or 25% of you should return from this making a sankalpa resolution. Hereafter, I will tell the truth. I will be compassionate. I will be selfless. I will improve my behavioral norms. Very important. You know, among you friends only, friends identify somebody who is gifted with excellent behavior. I mean, don't you see among yourselves? If you have to choose a leader or you have to choose an assistant, you choose a hardworking, well-behaved, obedient, friendly, intelligent, efficient colleague, is it not? If you have to, now out of 100, you have to make a 10 people, your professor will give you a very difficult task. Do you take Tom, Dick and Harry, or you will give one who can really deliver the goods, who have got the behavioral capability, efficiency? Similarly, these virtues appear to be, you can just talk about. But the most difficult thing, humanity has been striving through religion, through books, so many things, so many ways, to make a moral human being, an ethical society, Rama Rajya, egalitarian society, socialistic society. Has it been possible? Can you just try to identify? One family you should identify. One parents and children, and they're excellent in behavior. They love each other. They understand each other. There is so much of self-sacrifice, so much of higher values. Can you try to find out? Just find out. Whether in an institution where there is no anarchy, no problems, and there is so much of cohesiveness and mutual understanding and sense of unity based on higher behavior. It's so very difficult. It is like Buddha asking that one lady, Kisa Gautami, she comes with her dead child in the hand. Oh Lord Buddha, you are so great. Can you not, by your grace and blessings, make this child live again? Can you not infuse life into the child? Then Buddha tells, can you go around and bring some mustards from any home where the death has not taken place? If you can bring from any home where in their ancestry death has not taken place, then perhaps I will try to rescue the child. But she goes on and on and on and on. Comes after a week to Buddha. I have not been able to find any without this kind of incident of death in their. Oh, she says, now the truth dawn upon her that death is natural for her. There is a terminal point of life called death to everybody who are born. Everybody, without exception. When and how and time somebody, a child might die after 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 25 years, 30 years, 50 years, 60 years, 100 years, some have lived up to 105, 110 years. But death is certain. We have come to this world. As you go to Singapore for about 10 days holiday, 25 days holiday, it's like we have come on a sojourn. We think this is the permanent world and we are all the time. That is an illusion. So similarly, if I ask you, find out in any home where there is no bad behavior, Can you find an ideal family or institution where values are practiced? Sadguna Sampannata is practiced very sincerely. It is very difficult, right? Very difficult. So the need of the hour is, along with your computer science, along with your struggle to score from 50% to 80% marks, your struggle to have from cycle to motorbike, your struggle to have good friends, your struggle to have so many things. The crying need of the society is virtues, value education, excellence in behavior. It is such a nice thing to have a virtuous personality. It is the real tapas. And then you will be like a luminous light among the people. If one person practicing higher values will be like a lighthouse, do you know? Mahatma Gandhi struggled to speak truth and refrain from ahimsa. So many personalities throughout the history of religion, and you can find so many have struggled to be moral, spiritual. They are the great personality we are looking out for inspiration. Buddha is one, Vivekananda is one, Ramakrishna is one, Guru Nanak is another. So many, Mahatma Gandhi, Harishchandra. So, the youth mind is dominated. Moju, masti, success, money, pleasure, and like this kind of a thing. But dharma says, what is called dharma? Dharma is a composite word which includes all essential human values, practically how to live. Now, the word dharma, which is much debated, you should go to Google and type dharma and try to find out its meaning. Very interesting. You should do research into it. Word dharma. Not the word it by itself. What does it indicate? So all the values, the virtues, which can be a principle for individual well-being and the social well-being, is called dharma. What is that? Individual welfare along with community welfare, the thread which connects the two is dharma. You should be happy, righteously, and society something good should happen to the society. This linkage, this thread, this connecting bond, this principle, individual well-being and the collective well-being, this is called as dharma. Dharma does not, discourage individual well-being. Dharma does not discourage collective well-being. Dharma promotes both, and those values which are required for the individual well-being and the collective well-being protect you. What is written in our constitution, in our assembly halls, that three-headed lion, and then below, what is written? What is it written? Satyameva Jayate. Is it not? There is a beautiful song also, Satyameva Jayate, which is ringing into your ears perhaps. Satyameva Jayate. No. Satyameva Jayate, we sing, we hear, whether everybody is able to practice it to the extent of 80%, 90%. The government officials, the ministers, everybody will practice it to 100%. And Satyameva Jayate is ever ideal. Here boys, there I hear some murmur. This time could have been in your second period, third period, dealing with economics, English, Kannada or some other subject. Is it not in the classroom? But you have voluntarily come here to listen to something which is refreshing, something new which is not being given to usually in the classroom. There are good teachers do give. There are some good teachers. After their syllabus, we had such teachers. We had such teachers. And after doing their lesson, they take 5 minutes out. Or in between sometimes the lessons. Some great things they do. Very inspiring things they do. One of our lecturer, after the class, we were discussing about what is permanent thing in this world. He asked us, I asked you a general question to test your IQ or harvest the collective wisdom. He asked us, he was a social, we have a subject called social science. Then he used to teach to science students economics. And arts, commerce students have to learn something about science. There was some such kind of arrangement in the earlier syllabus of the BSc and BA arts, those days, some 40 years ago. Then he told at the end of the subject, what is permanent thing in this world according to you? Somebody said God. He writes God. Then he says space, some star. Somebody says a saint. And somebody said it is light. Like it is. And people went on giving a list. Then, is it all over? Any more addition to this list? He asked. See, he made us think. He made us making boys think. Boys and girls think is an important part of education. Just not by hurting and trying to know what is given in the textbook. But our mind is a human mind, is a thinking mind. We have intellect, we have power. Then memory, like a checkerboard. Then emotion, bhavana. It is like a magnetic field. It sweeps you off. Whichever is the emotion which dominates, it enslaves will and intelligence and memory both. If you are moved by anything, all these over-glamorous romance which is being taught in the film, hero, heroine running all, this is like a very wide emotion, which sweeps of will and which sweeps of intelligence, which sweeps of everything. So emotion is said to be the magazine of human mind, the power base of the human mind. So take care of the emotion. If your higher values are embedded in your emotional memory, you have, emotion means you have love for the concept, you like the concept, you are interested in the concept. That is what is called emotion. Emotion always associated with the joy, or emotion is associated with misery, pain. One is negative emotion, another is positive emotion. Okay? So we are trying to find out that lecturer later on added change as the only permanent thing in this world. What did he say? Change. Can anybody deny? Not God, not space, not mind, And he said, change is the only permanent thing in this world. Everything changes. Everything is mutable, they say. Is it not? Change is the only permanent thing in this world. So like that, I would tell you, your physics, chemistry, mathematics, so many things you learn. But unless you learn excellence in behavior, unless you know importance to values, not only cognitively means you understand a word, its meaning, and you memorize, you rewrite. Not that. You have to, this is what Ranganathanandaji Maharaj, we have an institute in Mysore called Sri Ramakrishna Institute for Moral and Spiritual Education. Now this part is something like this. Moral and spiritual values are taught there. Then in that institution he said, education should reorient human will, human emotion, human intelligence to higher values. Human will should reorient human mind to the character formation, virtues, sadguna sampannata. Then only the education is meaningful. Education bereft of higher value is not a worthy education at all, Swami Vivekananda says. That is why in this workshop which we are having, and so many very, very great illustrated speakers are going to speak to you. Keep your mind. My first inaugural address, I am restricting to only this, to sensitize your mind to good behavior. Sensitize your mind to the need of good behavior. Good behavior alone can give you lasting peace, joy and fulfillment. Good behavior, virtuous behavior alone and alone can give you lasting fulfillment even when you are old. When you look back at your life, if you have lived a good virtuous life, it will give you tremendous strength, inner strength. We run after the external things. Behavior is an inner mental quality which should be cherished, liked, and it should stay as an inseparable part of your thinking. I will tell you. Now, diabetic people say, will not say. I will not see. Only after the doctors say, I will not take sugar. Is it not? I will not see many diabetic patients. Even ice cream they eat sugar-free. Is it not? Sugar-free. Can you not say that your behavior will be virtuous behavior? Your daily routine, if you see, whole day I would have practiced higher values. That alone will give. So Ranganathan says, it is not just education of 3R, rote memory, marks oriented, running after the usual things of the world, and some higher income, a house, a wife, and a car, or for girls, a husband. And then life ends and you become old. Then you become grandfather, father, grandfather, and die. This is the life cycle, like amoeba, euglena, paramecium is a life cycle. So you should have an overview of life. Insight into the life, what life is. Not just living like animals. We have got an intellect given by the God. We should use that intellect to cultivate higher behavioral pattern. I conclude by telling you, in Mysore, a Swami Vivekananda Cultural Youth Center is coming, which is the heart of city. Surrounding that, there are 22,000 youngsters like you, from 8th standard to PhD, arts, science, commerce, everybody. Maharaja, Yugaraja, Sadvidya, and Marimalappa, Maharani, schools are just around. 22,000 students are there. They can walk in and come to this Vivekananda Cultural Center within 1.5 minutes extra the road, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, maximum 7 minutes. You are right. Now, what kind of a Vivekananda Cultural Center we should have? We thought that we will have a youth center where science of human behavior is taught. Those who are going to the schools can come 1 hour before, 1 hour afterwards, and 3 months, 4 months short-term course on excellence in behavior, science of human behavior, higher values will be taught with a specific methodology, not just like that. Cognitive method, biographical method, then what is called anecdotal method, then problem solving method, then visits to slums, visits to hospital, visit to jail, like that directly. And newspaper study problems because of the behavior. And then counseling, behavioral problem, people come, family, parents come, my son and daughter have this kind of behavioral problem, how are we to solve? So problem solving method. We will give this kind of, in mathematics you have problem, after a theorem, they give a right problem, after a particular theory. Like that problem solving method. So we try to give so many methods to understand the need and the very method in which you should influence your mind, the mental intelligence, will, emotion, to practice higher virtues. It's a science. Just as terrorists are trained to do wrong behavior, do you know? There is a negative education. There are people, good people are caught, and they are brainwashed to be bad and to do harm and to do violence. Similarly, good behavior also can be taught, is it not? So there is a need to evolve an institution or a part-time approach to the academic students, because schools and colleges, they are not in a position to give required intensity of value education. That is why there is so much a problem in the society. There is a problem of behavior in society. So it is that is why this ashrama has chosen to have this kind of a value education. Maharaj himself is heading an institution called Institute of Human Excellence in Hyderabad. He has seen youngsters like you for the last 15-20 years, continuously giving them ideas about the higher values. So with this I conclude. I am sure this workshop is going to be a good success, in the sense that the great speakers who are going to, like Guru Raj Karjagi is coming, and then so many others are, educational experts are coming, behavioral experts are, scientists are coming to make you aware of the need of higher values and their practice in day-to-day life. I thank our Bodha Swarupanandaji Maharaj, the Adhyaksha of this Ramakrishna Math, also for giving me an opportunity to be with you all and share a few ideas. Thank you.
You have the packet, right? What we have given you. We have given you materials so that you can take notes also. So make use of this session. And if you don't take notes, by the time you get out of this campus, you will forget what you have listened, right? So always make sure that you take notes. And thank you, Swamiji, for your lecture on telling us about behavior, virtues, dharma. And he said, what is the permanent thing, right? The only permanent thing. What did he say? the only permanent thing? Change, right? That's the only permanent thing. And he gave a very beautiful definition for education. What did he say? Raghunathan's definition: education is the reorientation of human will towards higher virtues, right? So at least that definition, if you take it and think about it, then it will be really good. So we'll have more enlightening sessions after the tea break. So we will take a break now and get back here after 10 minutes so that the session will start after 15 minutes. Okay? And the restrooms are there. So if you take this entrance.
So you can purchase books in between this short period, and after lunch you can also purchase.
Gracias.